The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Brown boots the opening kickoff. Clinton fields it all the way back at the line. Nice little run back after the catch. Good job. The Lions get offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 23-yard line. The receivers line up as the defense settles into the micro second. Progress on that play. That will bring up a 3rd and long. They're down and 4 wideouts in the game. The Texans are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at the 29-yard line. Carr fires this one over the middle. It's good for a gain of 8. Made the catch without any challenge from the defense, and he took advantage of it. Either one a nice pickup to get them into a 2nd and short situation.
A great play. Now they have a bunch of options on what to try next.
Here comes the run. 2nd and 1. Ball at the 29. That brings up 3rd down.
Eddie Raymond was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the catch.
They don't let that play get back to the line of scrimmage, and that will bring up 3rd down. 3rd down, 1 man down. Throws a big intercepted. Once out of bounds at the 30.
Brian Walker intercepts the football. Let's take another look.
That is a stellar effort on the part of the D. He's got his own all locked up tight. He knows how the play is going to go down.
And that gives him the chance to step in and make a play himself. You can't coach that.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
Lions were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their own 30-yard line. The pass going over the middle and is well past the markers for a 1st down.
Charles Rogers makes the catch here with 3 defenders on his tail. I'll tell you, I was not expecting that pass at all. I wonder if he knew it was coming.
Not here. I think you could argue that that throw probably should never have been made. It was very risky, but it did work out.
It's all about staying focused and believing in your teammates.
Street goes in motion. Incomplete. Lions have to leave the field earlier in the game, and now Susie Cowger has a report. Susie?
Thank you, Dan. I just talked to the trainers, and they said he's got a sore neck. They're icing the injury in an effort to ease the pain, but it doesn't seem to be that effective. The official word on his return, doubtful. Back to you, Dan.
Thanks, Susie. 2nd down.
feet around the field. With the football, thanks to some initial blocking, some of those they couldn't keep that kick going for very long. Third and long, too, then. Big play coming up.
At the 25.
J.J. Moses didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice throw.
The Texans lost the early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 25-yard line. And that will bring up second down.
Dominic Davis had some blocking help on that last one, but he was still left with nowhere to go.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Don't think that you can get there, but they were hoping for more.
Gains a couple.
Andre Johnson easily outclassed his defender on that catch. Then he had that play all the way.
Not a lot of room on that play. It will be third down.
Let's stand tall. Let's finish this in 5. All of the Texans. 29.
Goes on the field here. And it's tipped. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Brian Walker got himself in a prime position to battle all that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
It seemed like the defense read that one from the beginning, and they forced the incompletion with rubble to D.
Beautiful call by the D coordinator.
It'll be fourth down. Stanley lines up the punt after the 3-and-out. Stanley takes the snap and punts it away. Clinton spins it to 37. To 36.
Reggie Clinton backed up a few yards on the run back there, pulling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Lions have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their 36-yard line. That's his second tackle so far.
Won the Super Bowl with a nickname.
Peter, in third down situations, they have not been successful at all with the pass. This play was more proof.
It's such a simple ball game. And ready to work. And he was good.
Ready to work this away. Pumps it away. Stop at the 27.
J.J. Moses got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That next punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Texans send their offense out on the field and will start this drive at their own 27-yard line. Has his number called on first down and his wide left. Davis runs out of bounds close to the line of scrimmage.
Dominic Davis lost yards on that play back there. You got to get some yards before you can run out of bounds, fella.
They could not get this one across the line, Peter. Not the best execution there in my book.
Ooh, but how good of a run some force isn't going to kill you.
That'll bring up second down. Second down, 2 wideouts on the field.
Coming away with a big play when the chips are down. He's got this job for a reason. He's got the skills to pay the bills. Last year, that's great production.
Puts a leg on the receiver and separates him from the ball. Incomplete.
Great drive. That's the club coverage on that play. No wonder it was incomplete.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up. Second down, 2 receivers to the left. Rifles it on Jefferson. Gets split at the 15. Finally stopped at the 45. It will be first down.
As you can see by these numbers, he's been having a rough day of it. So far, he's struggled to get 34 yards and no touchdowns.
You should have even played.
Second and 10.
Because you know if you're going to be right there. Throws a bullet to the flat and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Great line. He got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
A nice defensive play will give him his second batted ball of the game.
Great read there.
Third down, coming up on the 10th play of the drive.
Check out the interception here on the replay, Dan. Watch how he reacts to get in the ball's path. Nice. That's how you make an INT, baby.
Well, that's their second interception of the game, and Stingy is appearing to be the model for the defense.
Either that'll give me the ball.
Ryan is coming that much out of the offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track here. This begins at the 11-yard line. Takes it for his 5th carry and picks up a couple.
Stick to the plan.
Makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
They won't. They really got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception.
That play would have set up a manageable 3rd and short.
But instead, they forced the incompletion. That's how the D is supposed to play.
Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. Harrington takes it to the left sideline and it's incomplete. Lines up the punt after the 3 and out.
J.J. Moses racked up a few yards on the run back there, slowing down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Texans had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout the one, which starts at their 35-yard line. Tackles in behind the line of scrimmage.
Earl Holmes loves to stop the ground game. 6'2", 242. This guy shuts down a run before it starts. He knows how to get into the backfield, and he can down a ball carrier faster than I can down a cheeseburger.
Second down from the shotgun.
Texans, 34-yard line.
Let's go back and revisit that last tackle in the backfield. Great start.
Well, it's elementary, my dear Dano. You don't need to be a super sleuth to deduce that Earl Holmes is a big-time linebacker. I mean, this is a guy that really knows how to shoot the block, and he made an excellent play.
Davis carries it for John Wells and slips his way to a first down.
Thomas Davis gets aggressive here. Wow, nice step up.
Here, those were some nifty moves to get free.
For that matchup, he doesn't even need to get down that deep to pull it off.
Davis will get stopped at the line, and that brings up second down.
With the tackle.
Second down, one man back. Carries it for a long time and runs into traffic. Marion takes him down back at the 47.
Marion, he rolls through and just zeroes in on the ball carrier.
And there's the hit. Oh, they'll lose some yardage on that play. They didn't want to give up.
I'm sure they're more worried about having to reteach that guy to play with him over again. That was a hit.
That's his third tackle of the game. Davis catches the line over the marker. It'll be fourth down.
Brought down the ball carrier over the marker. There was some room there, but he went up to the field.
They stopped him cold.
Exactly what this defense needed to do.
Stanley gets ready to punt this away. Stanley gets the ball and punts it away. Clinton fields the punt at the 11. Down at the 14.
Reggie Swinton got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Lions have a long field ahead of them and start this drive back at their own 14-yard line. Listen, they'll get the head. Tackled at the 20.
Corey Schlesinger is backed up by some big old numbers. 6 feet, 247. That's a big back who prefers to run over defenders rather than around them. Second and 3.
Get another shot on third and short.
Kevin Jones played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
A big gain on third, and they will easily move the chain.
Perfect call for the situation, Dan. No trouble getting the first.
First down for the Army.
Jerry Harrington clearly struggling out there today. As you can see by the numbers, it's all bad. Up to now, he's got 18 yards and 1 interception. Second and 10.
Move the ball, and that'll bring up third down.
Quarterback's going to be pointing fingers on that one.
Peter forced the loss of yardage on third, and now they face a fourth and one. How do you rate that defensive performance? That's the snap. At the 46.
J.J. Moses racked up a few yards on the run back there, pulling down the sides of the front a little bit.
The Texans start this one on the center logo at their 46-yard line. Unprocessed to the left sideline, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Left no chance for a reception.
That's his third batted ball. And he is doing his part, that is for sure.
Nice to see aggressive D like that, Dan. Second and 10. All up the 46-yard line.
Third down with the tight end right. Those mid-range passes are not working out for them so far. Peter, what's different in that range?
Well, the coverage and their reaction time. He is beating them with a punch right here.
Stanley lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Stanley takes the long snap and punts it away. Clinton fields the punt at the 11. At the 19.
Reggie Swinton back picked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Lions will start this first play of the drive at their own 19-yard line. Left side, and the reception is made for a first and more. 30, 25, 15, high,
Charles Rogers has hands to make the catch, but he's also got legs. There's the grab, and now the run. It's all about desire, baby. How bad do you want it?
he gets the touchdown, Peter, and that is a very nice play.
Look, Dan, great receiving yards there. That will help your fantasy team.
Here's the point after, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Gibson pulls up beauty here. Moses decides to interesting information on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Not a ton of action, but they're not out of it yet. He is playing strong and a little offensive rhythm to turn this game around. J.J. Moses not out close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but he didn't really hurt him either.
The Texans have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their own 18-yard line. Johnson catches it in the flat and gains a couple.
David Carr threw the pass into double coverage, but gets his man perfectly. Hey, that was one accurate throw.
They make a completion, but their short game doesn't seem to be worth the time they're investing in.
Well, even when they finally do connect, it's not really moving the ball. They need to think bigger.
Second down, 3 wideouts in the game. Davis gets the call on second down and passes the line. Stop at the 22. Bradford goes in motion. No good. Incomplete. It'll be fourth down.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Bring it.
Stanley gets ready to punt this away. Stanley takes the snap and punts it away. Swinton catches it at the 35.
Reggie Swinton backed up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the ball a little bit.
And that'll do it for quarter number 1. The Lions are out in front, 7-0. The Lions offense takes the field and they will start out at the 46-yard line. Whitley goes in motion. Gets away on the coverage, incomplete.
Aaron Glenn came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception.
They have really gotten after the ball as a team today. That is their 5th batted ball.
Nice, aggressive team.
there. That will bring up first down.
Hey, I like those stats. Great receiving yards.
For 35. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we get anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you. The Texans' offense is on the field, and they have not produced well at all. They're looking for an answer as they start this drive at the 35-yard line. Carr gets all of his first down and a whole lot more.
Jay Johnson faces down two defenders and comes away with the football.
Oh, nice catch. I'm glad he finally nabbed one because he's had a string of missed catches before this.
Yeah, his quarterback obviously didn't lose faith in him, though, Dan, because he's kept throwing it his way.
Johnson goes in motion. Davis will get stopped at the line, and that will bring up second down.
Great line with the tackle. Second and 9.
Here's the point after.
Close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either. Well, those are some impressive numbers. Look at those receiving yards.
Catches it left sideline, and he picks up 9. Cree was shaken up earlier, and I hear Susie Comer has a report for us. Susie?
Thanks, Dan. I managed to get a word with the team doctor, and they said that he's suffering from a hip pointer. He's working it out on the sideline, and he told me that he will be ready to go. We'll see if the screeners are great. See you.
Thanks, Susie. 7 down, 2 tight ends in the game. incomplete.
Alexander tried to snag one across the middle on that last play, but it was no good. Incomplete.
That falls incomplete, but it would have been a minimal gain had they completed it anyway. Third down, 10 yards to go. Breeze catches the other one and gets the first on 3rd and long.
Easily outclassed his defender on that catch, and he had that play all the way.
That's broken kind of a cold streak for him. The last 2 passes his way were incomplete.
Now let's see if he stays on track. No chance for a reception there.
Another batted ball, and they have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
That's right, Dan. You know, why simply defend the pass when you can obliterate it?
That's his first drop, and it is not often you see that from him.
No, normally he's pretty sure-handed.
3rd down, coming up on the 10th play of the drive. To 30, 4th down coming up.
Joey Harrington has a little drop there on that play, but doesn't get very far.
Back across the line, but I'm sure he wanted a lot more.
Yeah, I haven't seen him drop that bad since you took me to that comedy club.
4th down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Johnson puts it from 47 yards out, and he misses this time.
Jason Hudson taking the field goal here. Let's watch this again. It's just a little bit to the side of the upright, but this only counts in horseshoes.
The Texans offense takes the field, and they will start at their 38-yard line. Carr takes it to the left sideline, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Teddy Lane knocked that pass down, and he made sure the only one to touch the football was him.
Potential for some nice yards, but the defense plays it tough. That will bring up 2nd down. 2nd down, 2 receivers to the left.
All of the Texans, 38 yards.
Will bring up 3rd down.
Dominic Davis just hasn't gotten into a groove and isn't finding running room anywhere. This has been tough, and he struggled to get 22 yards on 13 carries. 3rd and 13. All of the Texans, 35 yards.
Really rifles this pass, and it's tipped. Incomplete. That will bring up 4th down.
Brock Marion in, managed to disrupt things. He got in there and he smacked that pass away. Great D.
A nice defensive play will give him his second batted ball of the game. Stanley lines up the punt after the 3 out.
Number 10 to make the return.
Stanley gets the ball and punts it away. Swinton fields the ball. At the 35.
Reggie Swinton did a nice job getting some yards after fielding a solid punt.
The Lions have their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at the 35-yard line. Messenger will get the first down and set the tackle. The markers for a first down.
Joey Harrington doesn't leave much room for error on this one. It's either a great pass and completion or an interception. Let's take a look. Well, that's a great catch and a great completion. You don't see many quarterbacks go into double coverage like that and succeed.
Nice pass, Peter, and he's really lining up the stat sheet.
So far, he's got 176 yards and 1 touchdown.
Unloads this to the right sideline, and the ball is caught at the 27. Down at the 1. It'll be first and goal.
Roy Williams makes the catch and then adds a whole lot more on the ground. Watch. Reels it in and then makes the D reel since all the yards he's tacking on.
That time when they went deep, they hit the jackpot.
Which has not been true for their long game today. Let's see if this completion turns it around for them.
First down, goal to go. Peter, that will put a touchdown in his stat column.
And that's always nice to have him. And so far, he's got 12 yards and 1 touchdown.
Here's the extra point, and it's good. Hey, wait a minute. There's the signal, and we're ready. Hansen kicks this one away. Houser fields this one deep at the line. Past the markers for a first down.
Joey Harrington hit his target in a big way. That ball had the zip and accuracy of a ballistic missile.
And Fantastic. What an arm.
I think he could have hit that receiver anywhere on the field. He's that good.
Another short pass and another completion. He's really got the short passing game working today.
Just nickel and diming him.
Takes his third carry of the game and chews up about 4 on the play.
Okay, so we know all we can get. We're going to get it this time. And we're going to go just like we did. We're going to execute, and we're going to face well, and we're going to get to the spot we need to. Okay, fellas?
Second down with 2 tight ends to the right. It seemed like the defense read that one from the beginning, and they forced the incompletion with Ray Levine. Beautiful call by the D coordinator. Every fourth down, 6 down, and the field goal unit is on the field. This one is up and in.
Jason Hanson has no problem getting this one between the sticks for 3. Oh, he was so close. He could have made that if he was wearing wooden clogs.
Well, unfortunately, I have a feeling we'll never know for sure. For the first time today, they leave the red zone with only a field goal to show for it.
But overall, Dan, the defense has to be happy with how he played out.
Hanson kicks it off. Joseph fields the kickoff at the 22.
He's got a nice kick and a nice little run back after the catch. Good job.
The Texans offense takes the field and their running game has just got on track. Let's see if it happens here as they start at their own 22-yard line.
Dominic Davis takes most of his blockers here. And it pays off.
Chews up about 4 on the play. Second down, just a single receiver on the field.
Third and 2. All of the Texans, 41-yard line.
Davis on 3rd down and is dropped short of the marker. That will bring up 4th down.
Brian Walker was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the catch.
That's his 3rd tackle of the game. Sanderson lines up for the punt. Stanley gets the snap and punts it away. Clinton gets it at the 16. 41.
Reggie Swinton for a nice 17 yards after fielding a solid punt.
The Lions come on defense and well ahead. They got yet another shot to score. They'll start this drive after 31 gets the handoff and gets it down at the 33. He's got the first down and a whole lot more.
First and 10.
Runs into traffic, crosses the field. Second down, tight end to the left. That's his third batted ball. And he is doing his part, that is for sure.
That's to see aggressive deal out there, too.
Harris lines up for the punt. Takes the snap and puts it away. There catches it at the 13. The Texans offense has to score. This drive will start at their own 14-yard line.
Boss Bailey was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call, the defensive coordinator. That will bring up second. Passes the line. Dragged down at the 14. Let's go back and revisit that last tackle in the backfield. Great stop.
And Boss Bailey just has a name that sounds like a linebacker, doesn't he? And that's why he's the brother defensive back champ there. Pretty solid man, too.
Force a fourth down.
Way to like a back the ball.
Stanley lines up deep in his own territory to cover the middle. Stanley takes the long snap and pummels this one deep. Swinton fields the deep pass back to 33.
Reggie Swinton returned for a few there, but that gigantic punt, it was like carrying a single page out of War and Peace. It doesn't make much of a sense.
The Lions come out on the field, and they're looking to extend their lead before halftime. They'll start at 37-yard line. Second down, one man back. That will be a gain of 3 yards.
Nice streets. Defender first ball, but was able to bring down the 10.
Another jump off, and this short passing game has been firing on all cylinders. They seem to produce yards at will.
They sure do, Ben. This is the great offensive game plan we think of.
Incompletion. It's not like so many times in a row is, well, it's got to be demoralizing.
Absolutely. But you got to fight through the slip and grab him to really
Gets the snap and punts it away. The Texans can climb back into it with a score before half here. They will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Right side, and it's intercepted.
Walker said, "Why do you think twice before throwing a pass in his neighborhood?" Watch. Great presence of mind to try for the football there.
Peter, you couldn't ask for more from him today. He has done his part.
And then some. So far, he's got 2 interceptions.
The Lions start this drive already in field goal position, and they're going to line up at the 28-yard line. Brown takes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
They wrong. Maybe he got a hand on that football. He left no chance for a reception there.
Another batted ball. They have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
Right, Dan. In a wild super defend the pass when you can obliterate it.
Tips it to the left sideline as the catch is made at the 14. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. It'll be first and goal.
Charles Rogers had nobody on him. The quarterback saw it and got the ball to him.
Beautiful catch, Peter, and his stats are moving up.
Moving way up, Dan. He's now got 144 yards on 6 catches.
First down with a split back. Carries it for the 15th time, and maybe picks up one on the play.
Eric Brown with the tackle. Second and goal. Check out his field vision. Great job of finding space.
That touchdown is going to establish some distance between them, Peter.
That's a big score. Jason Henson will attempt the extra point. Mike McMahon holding.
The point after, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Hanson rockets this one deep. Moses downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Texans need to score here before half to have a chance later. They'll start at their own 20-yard line. Johnson goes in motion. Davis picks up about 2, and that brings up second down.
Dominic Davis used blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all in that last play.
He's not made much headway up the middle, although it's not for lack of trying, and that's for sure.
They can't get effective blocking there. You got to go elsewhere.
Davis will get the power on second down. Third down, 3 riders in the game. That'll do it for the first half of this one. Lions in command of this one, 24-7. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
Okay, Dana, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. Welcome, everybody, to the ESPN Halftime Show. I'm Chris Berman. Now we'll look at our halftime comparison. And as you can see, Tony Yards definitely tell the story thus far. The Lions are winning because of it. Let's see if they can keep up their dominance in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Kenny Wright was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. Texans early in the first, ball at the 23. Ryan Walker shows some great awareness here as he gets himself in a position to pick this one off. The Lions, after getting an interception, Joey Harrington would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. Texans midway through the first, Ross Marion is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. Charles Rogers came up with a big play as he was able to pull this one in. An 81-yard touchdown for the Lions. The Lions get the first points of the game and go up by 7. The Lions later on in the second quarter, this time at the 42. Marlon McCree would come up with a big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. Texans still early in the second quarter. Texans losing by 7. Andre Johnson was definitely a key as he was able to work his way open for a big one here. They tie it up, 7-all. The Lions later in the second, Joey Harrington connected with his man on this one. A 24-yard play that set up a Lion field goal, but they couldn't connect. Game tied, 7-all. Roy Williams came up with a huge play here as they cover a lot of real estate on this one. A 46-yard play that set up a Lion touchdown. The Lions midway through the second, the ball at their own 32-yard line. Joey Harrington would find his target on this one. Texans late into the second quarter. Texans down by 10. Ryan Walker is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. The Lions still late in the half. Charles Rogers ran a terrific route here and was able to pull this one in. But 27-yard play to set up a Lion touchdown. And that's where we'll leave this one. Texans are down at the half, 24-7. Today's halftime hero has turned in an incredible performance thus far. Charles Rogers has taken over this game. So that does it for our halftime report. We'll send you back now to the second half of this one. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe are there. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Chris. And today's game has been presented in ESPN Game Sound, designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology. The Texans will get the ball first here in the second half, and they are going to need a bunch of scores to get back into this one. Early they're down, 24-7. Let's go down to the field. Joseph decides to take the lead. We've got a quick update from ESPN's very own Susie. Susie.
Thank you, Dan. It was Steve Marinuzzi talking at halftime, and he was pleased with their defensive effort. In particular, he said that that the interceptions were a big boost to him emotionally and strategically. He said, I gotta tip my cap to our defense. They've been playing well, and hopefully they'll keep them off balance in the next half. Back to you, guys.
Their offense will start this vital drive at their own 20-yard line. Davis gains 3 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Second and 6. Ball fixing.
To 27.
Andre Johnson made the catch without any challenge from the defense, and he took advantage of it.
Another short catch, and that's where they've been utilizing him today.
All the short routes have been open, and he's been exploiting.
Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. The ball incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Moss Bailey did a brilliant job keeping watch over his zone. The pass didn't have a chance.
That was a fantastic job by the defense to stop what would have been a first down.
I love to see big D on 3rd and short situations. 4th down, the defenses love to hear that from the left.
Stanley takes the snap and punts it away. Clinton fields the
Reggie Swinton backed up a few yards on the run back there, pulling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Lions have yet another shot at scoring and are in command. The offense takes the field and starts this drive at their 40-yard line. Streets goes in motion.
That's going to cost the offense a few yards. Oh, yeah, that's a great job of getting to the quarterback. Nice sack.
That'll be his first sack of the game. Second down from the shotgun. Made for a bit shorter third down play, but not much.
Not a lot of potential in that one.
Forces the incompletion.
Pass interference, number 42, defense. The ball was placed at the spot of the funnel.
Manhandled by the receiver back there like a puppy playing with a chew toy, Dan. And he rightly got slapped with defensive pass interference. First and 10. Ball at the Lions, 27-yard. Polished it too. Big hit for a loss.
That's his second tackle so far. Second down, 10 yards to go. well past the markers for a first down.
As I hear a king, 3 guys on this play looking for the interception, but they don't get it. He says, I'll take that, thank you very much. Oh, that's a wonderful catch. The defense should be shaking their heads.
Third and long, and they get the big play. What do you think of that, Peter? That's what football is all about, making the big plays when you need to, and no touchdown. Rodgers goes in motion. Alexander grabs the thrower right sideline after his pass to Thurston with daylight. And then
Takes it for a great run here. Now he's got it. If you give him the room, he'll be happy to take it from you.
a nice run after making the grab, and that's a big plus coming from your tight end.
Especially for him. He's not known for making those big gallops like that. And look there, he's up over 300 yards for the day.
Mike McMahon.
Now the extra point, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Hanson booms a beauty here. Mosley down pitch in the end zone for a touchback. The Texans stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 20-yard line. Carr fires this one over the middle, and it falls incomplete.
Number 36.
Carr has found limited success in the passing game so far, Dan, and he just seems to get into a rhythm. I'd say he's not very pleased with his performance. So far, he's got 119 yards and 3 interceptions.
Second down, 2 wideouts on the field.
Ball at the Texans. 20-yard line.
Miller didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Bailey got a short out from the get-go on that last play and was able to get in there and make sure it was incomplete.
That'll give us a third down, and the defense was ready for that call.
Well played, and a good job of not giving the third back.
Rifles this one hard over the middle, so we get the first on 3rd and long.
Nice throw, a nice catch. Let's take a look. Had it covered well, but he was slow to make the catch. Great receiver.
A lot of short completions like that today, Peter, where they get stopped right soon after the catch.
Yeah, you can't make anything happen after that.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Earl Holmes targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tackle, and he's starting to fill up the stat book.
He is dominating, Dan. So far, he's done 7 tackles.
Second down for the drive.
32! 32!
Carr throws a lob here. Knocked away from the receiver, incomplete.
Was the intended receiver. Number 97 with the coverage. Third and 10. Ball at the Texans. 38-yard line.
pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
Great play, and now they have a bunch of options on what to try next.
Second down, two tight ends in the game. Davis makes his 25th target of the game. Picks up the first down. Throws a bullet to the flat, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Corey Bradford went to the outside on that last play. Had some room but couldn't make the catch. Incomplete.
That ball's incomplete, but it would have been a minimal gain had they completed it anyway.
Second and 10. Ball at the 34-yard line.
Johnson goes in motion.
Blue 44! Blue 44!
No dice and falls incomplete.
Corey Bradford looked like he had a solid catch there, and yet somehow found a way off it.
That's the third incompletion his way, Peter.
Yeah, he's starting to look a little frustrated down there, too. Third and 10. Ball at the 34-yard line.
Incomplete.
Dominic Davis had that ball in his hands on that play, and then he just dropped it.
He couldn't hold on to that one, and maybe that's why they don't throw to him that often.
No, he's more of a runner than a target out of the basket.
Stanley lines up for the punt.
Punt formation. Number 10, make the return.
Stanley gets the ball and kicks what will be a short one. Clinton there catches it at the 12. The Lions offense takes the field and they have a way to go. They'll start at their own 12-yard line. Another tackle, and it seems like we're always calling his name. What a hitting machine in the secondary. Second down with the tight end They have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
That's right, Dan. You know, why even defend the pass when you've been obliterated? Disruptions. He got in there and he smacked that pass away. Great deal.
The defense prevents them from closing the gap and forces the incompletion. Nothing doing on that play, Peter.
Well, they were just trying to get some yards the first.
And now they face a fourth down. Lines up deep in his own territory to cover the ladder. The long snap and punts it away. Moses feels it at the 48. The 35, brought down at the 40.
J.J. Moses racked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Texans have a short field and will start this drive at the 40-yard line. Bradford goes in motion.
25!
Rodgers backs him way back at the 45.
Rodgers gets the sack deep in the pocket. That's going to be a sizable loss. Watch this. That's going to push him back, way back. Great defensive play.
The defensive design worked flawlessly, and the refs will spot the ball well behind the original line of scrimmage.
What a way to derail a series from the onset.
Second and long ahead.
Flat 32.
Ryan tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete.
Ryan couldn't read that play any better if it was tattooed on the inside of his helmet.
That play had potential, but the defense had other ideas. They forced the incompletion and also force a third and long.
That's the perfect setup for the defense, Dan. Strong plays on first and second give you this kind of situation.
Blue 56.
That was perfect positioning back there to get the interception. Heck of a defensive play.
Peter, that's his second interception, and what a game he's having so far.
Unbelievable. He's all pumped up down there.
The Lions are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at their own 28-yard line.
Blue 57. Blue 57.
Didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Kevin Jones staked out some turf in the middle back there. Was not able to reel in the count. Incompletion.
Potential for some nice yards, but it falls incomplete. That'll bring up. Gains about 3 yards.
Two thumbs up, 5 stars. It's all good.
Lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Harris takes the snap and punts it away. Goes up to 34. Tackled at the 44.
J.J. Moses backed up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Texans were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their 44-yard line. Marion takes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
David Carr has had difficulties to say the least. And now he's second-guessing everything he's thrown. Terrible day. So far, he's struggled to get 153 yards and 4 interceptions. Second and 10. Ball at the Texans, 44 yards.
Rodgers gets the sack at the 40.
Rodgers gets the sack deep in the pocket. That's going to be a sizable loss. Watch this. Off the ass. That's going to push him back, way back. Great defensive play.
Peter, he's really gotten after the quarterback in this game.
You can say that again. So far, he's got 2 tackles and 2 sacks.
Third down. Davis is the knock. He will be well short of on the marker. That will bring up fourth down with the tackle.
Ryan Walker brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
He now has 5 tackles in the game. Stanley gets ready to punt this away. Stanley takes the long snap and punts it away. Swinton takes it at the 18. Right down at the 20.
Reggie Swinton got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Lions have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do this drive as they start at their own 20-yard line. Now, Phoenix set off the toss and will end up losing a bunch here.
Nathan Davis is relentless here, and he pierces the ball carrier into the backfield. He closes in.
There's the hit. You know, that reminds me of this nature show I saw on TV. Well, the lion and the animals that are so here they put an end to that play. Second down coming up. Harrington flings it to the right side and
Very good. So it is a finishing blow to the ball carrier there. And he gives up the football to the fumble. Great hard-nosed defensive play.
Peter, there are many ways to start a drive, but a turnover is not one of them.
That was a big-time play.
Coach Mariucci doesn't agree with the call, and we're going to see the red flag.
Hey, watch out.
Detroit is challenging whether the player has possession of the opponent.
This is their first challenge of the game, and even if they lose this one, they still have one challenge left.
Well, Dan, we've got to see if the receiver established possession before he lost the ball. Remember, he has to have full control. Oh, it doesn't look like he had possession, Dan. I call it an incompletion. You can overcome it.
An incomplete pass. The receiver did not have possession of the ball prior to the punting. Detroit will not be entered for timeout. Third down.
He likes the call, and you sort of have a feeling that he knew it all along. Harrington airs this one to the left sideline. It's complete at the 35, 20, 30, 45. Eventually tackle at the 23. That will bring up first down.
As I hear a team fought for a few extra yards after making the catch, you know, I like to see that in a player, that drive to get every last ounce out of the play.
And Peter, if you were looking at this matchup on paper, you'd figure that this would have gone the other way.
You betcha. He's given away a few inches in height, but he's still able to get those arms up and pull it in.
Gains a couple.
Charles Rogers had a man playing close back there, but he made a great move to get the catch.
Peter, I'm sure he's happy to bring that one in. The last 3 passes to him have all been incompletion.
He's struggling a bit there, but this may turn him around.
Plessinger goes in motion. And the reception is made past the markers for a first down.
Ty Streets is just crazy good on this play, Dan. He refuses to be intimidated by triple coverage. I would have told him to go somewhere else. Oh, but it didn't matter. He made the catch. Great job.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they removed the chain.
Great execution. But check this one. Over 400 yards for the game. You gotta love that.
playing well out there.
He's been after the ball from the beginning of the game. Real aggressive play. Joey Harrington for an incomplete pass into double coverage. He's got to use better judgment out there.
Peter, in third down situations, they have not been successful at all with the pass. This play was more proof. Hanson with a 21-yarder, and it's good.
Jason Hanson had little trouble pooching this one through. Let's see it again. Yep, he knows he's not allowed to miss many of those in this league.
They'll take the 3 points, but they were hoping for 7.
But that's the second time today they get close, only to have to bring in the kicker.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Hanson rockets this one deep. Moses decides to take it out of the end zone. 34. Looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. And as soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you. The Texans offense will start this drive at their own 24-yard line.
Down!
Brian Walker was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
That's tackle number 6 for him. Good game so far.
Definitely. 24-yard line.
Close to 6.
Dominic Davis played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
They move the ball, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 3. Ball at the Texans, 30-yard line.
Single back, single down! Shot! Back, 43!
Lifts him down in the backfield, and that takes them even farther away from the marker. That will bring up 4th down.
Wilkinson was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
That's his 2nd tackle so far. Stanley lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Stanley gets the ball and punts it away. Swinton fields it at punt at the 26. Right down at the 37.
Reggie Swinton returned for a few there, but after that gigantic punt, it was like tearing a single page out of War and Peace. That doesn't make much of a dent.
The Lions will start this drive at the 37-yard line. First down, and maybe picks up 1 on the play. Moses leaves the field earlier in the game, and now Susie Calder has a report. Susie?
Thanks, Dan. After talking with the trainers, I found out that he's hyperextended his shoulder. They're trying to find a brace that will mitigate the pain, but nothing seems to be working. Anderson is reported as doubt. Dan, back to you.
We'll hope for the best up here in the booth. Thank you, Susie. Williams catches the bullet out left, and that's good for six.
Joey Harrington hit dangerously on that play with a pass into double coverage, but the throw was on target. What a pass.
Another short pass and another completion. He's really got the short passing game working today.
Just nickel and dime.
Four wideouts in the game. Left side, and they convert on third down.
Ty Streets
And three guys covering him. But look what happens.
incredible catch.
That's another medium-range catch for him. He's really found his niche in there.
Yeah, unless he starts getting shut down, there's no reason for him to move out of it.
Rodgers goes in motion. And is well past the markers for a first down.
Roy Williams had two guys on him on that play, but still managed to make the catch.
I'm glad he finally nabbed one because he's had a string of missed catches before this.
Yeah, his quarterback obviously didn't lose faith in him, though, Dan, because he kept throwing it his way.
Schlesinger picks up a yard on the play, and that brings up second down.
Corey Schlesinger got some help on that one in the form of blocking, but he still couldn't make a play out of it.
And sometimes, Peter, I don't care how strong you are, a big guy like that can swallow you up.
There's a reason for size in the NFL. It's not just to support the restaurant business.
Second down. 9 yards to go. This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground, and it's incomplete.
40. Money don't stop. From the north, down, east and west.
You getting covered, Akeem?
It'll be first and goal.
Joey Harrington brings this one perfectly. Great pass, great catch, great play. Let's have another look. Bullseye. What a precise throw. They keep doing plays like this, he could be in big trouble.
Great pass, Peter, and he's having a terrific day so far.
You bet. So far, he's got over 450 yards and 2 touchdowns.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Lions in command of this one, 34-7. It's the ball and it goes out wide and touchdown.
This is a nice run there. And when you watch the replay, check out his field vision. Great job of finding space.
Another trip to the end zone, and his numbers are starting to add up.
Oh, you bet, Dan. So far, he's got 28 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Now the extra point, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Henson kicks this one away. Robinson catches it back at the 10.
Got waylaid by the defense before he was able to put much on the run back.
Detectives haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back in the field. This drive begins at their own 19-yard line. Carr throws a high long one to the right, and it's tipped.
Incomplete.
Rock Marion couldn't have read that play any better if it was tattooed on the inside of his helmet.
Another batted ball, and they have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
That's right, Dan. You know, why shouldn't defend the pass when you can deliver it?
Second down, empty backfield.
Goal 52! Goal 52!
Bradford for the lead. And that's good for a gain of 5.
Corey Bradford made a superb catch, even though he had 3 guys closing in on him. What a play.
The balls are coming his way in the middle, and he's making them pay. You have to like his performance so far.
Well, the last any receiver is willing to go over the middle and sacrifice the body to make the catch.
For a first down.
Corey Bradford took his lone defender to school on that last play, making the catch with relative ease.
Another short catch, and that's where they've been utilizing him today.
Yeah, the short routes have been open and he's been scoring.
Davis pitches it out. Gains a couple. Second down, 2 tight ends in the game.
Ball at the Texans, 34-yard line.
Carr throws a bullet to the left, and the reception is made for a pickup of maybe a yard.
Greg Bly with a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the catch.
Nice job eliminating any forward progress on that play. That will bring up a 3rd and long. To get the first on 3rd and long.
David Carr gets this one past the secondary quite easily. I think the safeties were out of position on that one, Dan. Now, that kind of accuracy is hard to cover, Dan. He knew where he wanted the ball to go, and that's where it went.
That's another pass that went pretty much down the middle. He hasn't been working the sides too much.
Well, he's obviously very confident in his play under where all the traffic is. Scaring the team.
Carr puts his arm into this one, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Rock Marion got that pass down, and he made sure the only one to touch the football was him.
He records yet another batted ball, and I'll tell you, he's really playing well out there.
Yeah, he's been after the ball from the beginning of the game. Real aggressive play.
Second down with 2 tight ends to the right.
Go back, 43! Back, 43!
Bradford didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Fernando Bryant shadowed the slant route back there and kept the receiver from making the catch. Incomplete pass.
On second down, they tried for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up 3rd down.
Nice pressure that time.
Down! Set! Goal 52! Goal 52!
Carr rifles this one over the middle, and the catch is made well past the markers for a first down.
Jafar Jaffe had the guy shadowing him, but still manages to make the catch. He beats his man cold. It's all about staking your turn.
A lot of short completions like that today, Peter, where they get stops right soon after the catch.
Yeah, because of things that happen after the catch, those short throws are useless.
Gains about 3 yards.
Marion with the tackle. Second and 7. Ball at the 24-yard line.
Down! Back, 20!
Carr unfortunate to the left sideline, and it's popped for the score.
David Carr has no problem with the big missed pass. He makes it look so easy, and he's getting paid so much money, Dan. It makes you wonder.
And there he is with the catch. Well, look, you got a really good job here, and you made a lot of money. What's the difference? Well, the difference is you got to work with the book.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they get the score, Peter, but it doesn't seem to make much of a dent, does it?
Well, not really. If the touchdown counted for for 60 instead of 60, that would be a different story. As it is, they are still down long.
It's good.
Kicks it off. Swinton fields the kickoff at the line. To 25. Now, Peterson, interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Well, look at the punts. And to me, it's completely surprising that they are winning this one after being forced to give the ball up so many times. Reggie Swinton's got a very respectable return off that nice kickoff there, Dan. Oh, wow. Look at the yardage racked up through the air.
That will be his fourth tackle of the contest. Sings it to the right side, and this one is incomplete. Hakeem catches it left sideline, and the big catch is made with daylight in front of it. It'll be first and goal.
As the Hurricane makes the catch and then adds a whole lot more on the ground. Watch. Reels it in and then makes the D reel with all the yards he's tacking on.
That's the second long ball he's reeled in today.
One long ball is plenty, but two is something to be stoked about. Well, I like that step. Way to keep moving after the catch.
That will bring up second down.
Eric Brown was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
He's been lighting up the defensive side of the ball today and getting some nice numbers out of it.
You bet. So far, he's got 9 tackles.
That's the count again, and maybe picks up one on the play.
Kevin Jones had blockers on his side on that last play, but the defense was too smart. They gave him nowhere to go.
Not a lot of room on that play. It will be third down.
Three goes in motion.
Harrington throws a heater and it's tipped. Incomplete. That will bring up fourth and goal.
Aaron Glenn swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in him.
Neither the defense stood tall and forced the incompletion, but I don't understand that call. They wouldn't have gotten much at all, even if it was complete.
Fourth down either way, and in my opinion, too, a bad call.
Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Hanson with a 21-yarder, and it's through the upright.
Jason Hanson puts in an easy short one. A clean kick, no worries.
That's his third field goal of the day, and giving your team 9 points is nothing to sneeze at.
Well, unless those 9 points are covered by pollen.
Sorry,
Sorry, that makes no sense.
All right. Sorry. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Hanson kicks it off. Lord catches it back at the 2. The 28.
He's got a nice kick and a nice little run back after the catch. Good job.
The Texans will start this drive at their own 28-yard line. Well past the markers for a first down.
Corey Bradford makes the catch with 3 defenders on his case.
I just don't know why the throw was made in the full coverage. It worked. Yes, it did. I'm glad he finally nabbed one because he had a string of missed catches before this.
Yeah, his quarterback obviously didn't lose faith in him that game because he kept throwing it his way.
Carr throws a heater right sideline and it's tipped incomplete.
Ryan Walker couldn't have read that play any better if it was tattooed on the inside of his helmet.
Another batted ball. They have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
That's right, Dan. You know, why should you defend the pass when you can obliterate it? Ball at 6, 34 yards.
Black 25. Black 25.
On the play.
David Carr zeroed in with the pass back there and leaves the 2 defenders empty-handed. What ball placement?
Another short pass, and he likes that area of the field so far.
Well, why not? He's had success there.
3rd and inches. Ball at the 46-yard line. Down. Set. Black 32. Black.
Davis is 5 on the play, and that will bring up first down.
Dominic Davis got a little help from his friends on that play, Dan. They gave him the space he needed to make the play. Great blocking up front.
Now they run off the top, and we've seen him take more than his share of carries there. He's definitely had lanes to run through.
Yeah, superb blocking.
Davis and gains about 3 yards.
Second and 6. Ball at the 38-yard line.
Davis loses one on the play, and that will bring up 3rd down.
Ross Bailey not only cleaned the ball carrier's clock in the backfield, but buffed and polished it too. Big hit for a loss.
He's got 7 tackles so far. Why takes a play on this and forces the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Ray Bly got himself in a prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
He records yet another batted ball. And I'll tell you, he's really playing well out there.
They've been after the ball from the beginning of the game. Real aggressive play.
Stanley gets ready to punt this away.
Number 10 to make the return.
Stanley gets the snap and punts it away. Clinton fields the punt at the 10. Down at the 13.
Reggie Clinton fielded the ball, and although he was dropped pretty quickly, that terrible kick gives him some good field position.
The Lions offense takes the field and are again starting deep. This drive will begin at their own 13-yard line. They'll get stopped at the line. That brings up 2nd down.
Kevin Jones got some help on that one in the form of blocking, but he still couldn't make a play out of it.
Not much there. It'll be 2nd down.
Gotta take what you can get, Dan, but they were hoping for more.
Green 17. Green 17. Eric Brown with the tackle.
3rd down, 1 man down. Well, the D holds tight on 3rd and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Perfect team for that situation.
And it'll bring up 4th down. Harris lines up deep in his own territory to punt it away. Harris takes the long snap and punts it away. Moore catches it. Tackled at the 42.
Jamal Moore did a nice job getting some yards after stealing a solid punt.
The Texans get great field position yet again. They'll start this one at the 42-yard line. Davis picks up maybe a yard.
Number 47 with the tackle.
Second down, 2 wideouts on the field.
Ball at the 42-yard line.
Things at the outside and it's knocked away from the receiver, incomplete.
With the intended receiver, with the coverage. Third and 9. Ball at the 42-yard line.
Johnson has this one fly off his fingertips, incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Andre Johnson got some of the football there, but he didn't catch all of it. What he really needed was a few more inches of arm back there.
Not much success to be had on the right side for this passing game, Peter. They have been off over there.
I'll go somewhere else for me.
Stanley lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Stanley catches the ball and punts it away. Clinton fair catches it at the 14. The Lions stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 15-yard line. And that brings up second down.
Kevin Jones had some blocking help on that last one, but he was still left with nowhere to go.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Gotta take what you can get down, but they were hoping for more.
Fires this one over the line. They can't connect. Incomplete.
Kevin Jones had that ball in his hands on that play, and then he just dropped it.
Another ball comes his way, and another incompletion. Last 4 times in a row is, well, it's got to be demoralizing for a player.
Absolutely, but you gotta fight through the slump. And wow, look at those tackles. That's how you play sideline to sideline.
Makes a play on this and forces the incompletion. It'll be fourth down.
Aaron Glenn got that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in getting that.
Well, he holds tight on third and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up fourth down. It's up for the punt. Gets the snap and puts it away. Moore fields the ball. 42.
Takes it, runs it, speed, power. They play up everything. 6 points at the end of it. It's all about make plays happen. Yeah, great teamwork, too.
You might as well go right back to the sidelines, Captain. That's all the question.
The point after, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Brown throws up beauty here. Clinton decides to take out of the 23.
Reggie Swinton got close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either.
The Lions have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their own 23-yard line. Takes this one way out left and chews up about 4 on the play.
With the Packers. Second and 5. Ball at the line is 27-yard line.
Well, they picks up a couple.
Bear Smith made the save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the markers.
That will be his 4th tackle so far. What do you think of his performance, Peter?
Solid game, Dan. Really carrying his sizable weight out there.
4th down, and the punting unit is on the field. Takes the snap and punts it away. Lord fields it at the 39.
Jamal Lloyd did a nice job getting some yards after stealing the solid punt.
The Texans offense comes out and they are way down late in the game. They'll need some magic as they start this drive at their 39-yard line.
Black 43.
It's intercepted. One man to beat, no one in front of him. Breaks a tackle and runs out at the 16.
Great drive. Not only put his offense on the field with that interception, he made their jobs a lot easier, too, with that big run back.
Yet another interception for this defense, and they're making passing just about impossible so far.
Absolutely. Great reads, great jumps on the ball, great athletes, and it's all happening down there.
The Lions offense takes the field, they're in command, and they'll probably look to take time off the clock. They will start at the 16-yard line.
Blue 19.
Picks up a couple. Second down from the I.
Second and 8. Ball at the 14-yard line.
Third down, just a single receiver on the field. The Texans take their first timeout. Fourth down, 4 yards to go.
Like the fan, over.
On 27 yards out, and it's good.
Jason Hanson has no problem getting this one between the sticks for 3. Oh, he was so close. He could have made that if he was wearing wooden clogs.
Well, unfortunately, I have a feeling we'll never know for sure. And yet again, they get into the red zone and can't get it across the goal line. Another field goal.
Yeah, you can win a game 3 points at a time, but it's quicker to go by 7, don't you think? Just a matter of
33.
Got waylaid by the defense. Before he was able to put much on the run back.
The Texans start this drive of the game from well in goal territory, and the clock at 1:49.
Black 43! Black 43!
The Texans will take a timeout. That's their second. First down and 4 wideouts in the game.
Black 18! Black 18!
Carr throws this on the rope, and the reception is made. That will stop the clock at 1:39.
Whether the pass was caught inbounds.
And when we check out the replay here, we should be able to see if the catch was made prior to going out of bounds.
After review, the pass has been ruled incomplete. The catch was made out of bounds. Second down.
He likes the call, and you sort of have a feeling that he knew all along. Second down. The clock is stopped at 1:39.
22-yard line.
Rifles it out outside, and the catches. The Texans take a timeout. That's their final one. First down, 3 wideouts in the game. Fires this one over the middle, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Andre Goodman managed to disrupt him. He got in there and he smacked that pass away.
Another batted ball. They have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
That's right, Dan. Why simply defend the pass when you can obliterate it?
Third down with a split backfield.
Down! Set! Gray 34! Gray 34!
Johnson pitches the heater left sideline.
Okay, bring him out. Bring him out. We got the change.
whether the pass was caught inbounds.
And when we check out the replay here, we should be able to see if the catch was made prior to going out of bounds.
After review, the pass has been ruled incomplete. The catch was made out of bounds. Fourth down. He likes the call and sort of had a feeling that he knew it all along.
Fourth and 2. Ball at the 43.
They convert the big fourth down play. First down, coming up on the 10th play of the drive. There's a heater, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Andre Goodman foreshadowing very closely. Close enough that the pass was incomplete.
Potential for some nice yards, but the defense plays it tough. That will bring up second down. Second down. The clock is stopped at 1 minute. Sydney makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
47 with the deflection. Danon Sidney does a great job of reading the play and putting himself in a position to tip the ball incomplete. It's worth a second look here. Oh, he's a quarterback's worst nightmare.
That's incomplete, and the defense keeps the points off the board.
Perfectly played. Great call by the defensive coordinator.
Third down coming up. Third down, one man back. Carr rifles one straight to the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Smith knows he doesn't have a shot at it, and once he jumps for it, and man, he timed it perfectly to give his receivers a few ticks about mid-air receptions.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you gotta love D like that.
And that is going to do it for this one. The Lions come out on top, 47-21. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
All right, Shane, thank you. This one is in the books as we welcome you all to our ESPN Video Games Postgame Show. I'm Chris Berman. The Lions stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Let's get started on this one early in the third quarter. Steven Alexander had to work to find an opening, but he was able to haul this one in. A 38-yard touchdown for the Lions. The Lions move ahead big and now lead by 24. David Carr would find his target on this one. Texans behind by 24. Rock Marion is reading the quarterback guys all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. Shaquille. Bird says the real weapon is he pulled one in here. That's an easy 22-yard field goal. Lions up 34-7. Kevin Jones able to make things pay off on the ground. A 1-yard touchdown for the Lions. The Lions move ahead by 34. The Texans answer right back. Ball at the 25-yard line. David Carr connected with his man on this one. A 24-yard touchdown for the Texans. The Lions answering right back. Lions winning by 27. Definitely a key, as he was able to work his way open for a big one here. They've opened it up now, and now lead by 30. David Carr would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. Texans behind, 44-14. The ball Moore is back to return this one. He's got a little room to run. Blockers are in front of him. Let him go. Touchdown for the Texans. The Texans close the gap some. They're down by 23. The Texans on D. Brave line come up with a big play to kill a drive, as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. The Lions, after getting an interception, Lions ahead by 23. Jason Football knows Hanson, who was called upon for the field goal try, and he comes through. They're now up by 26. The Texans on defense, Keith Smith is in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. And that's where we'll leave this one. Lions serve up a blowout, 47-21. Now let's catch up with the player who really ignited his team's offense with his deft passing and has earned our Player of the Game award. Joey Harrington is on the field with our Susie Collins. Suze?
Thanks, Chris. You were fantastic and led your team to a big win. What do you think was vital to your team's success today?
You know what it is? You know what our D does? We just play hard. I think our D lines did a good job of controlling the line of scrimmage and pressuring the quarterback. And that helped us dominate on the defensive end.
Back to you, Chris.
That winds up our broadcast of the NFL preseason on ESPN. The worldwide leader in sports for 25 years and counting. I'm Chris Berman. Thanks for joining us. Hi, I'm Chris Berman. On ESPN, it'll be a question of which Rich Gannon shows up for this one. Will it be the one that was the NFL's MVP in 2002, or will it be the one that was no factor that they rated in their 4-12 season a year ago? Jaguars, Raiders. Now!
These fans have been tailgating for hours, and now they are just moments away from what they've been waiting for. My right-hand man, of course, is Peter O'Keefe. Peter, when you look at these two teams, stands out. Both teams have solid defensive lines. Quarterback and running back.
Better stay on their toes out there if they're hoping to stay healthy. The Jaguars have an outstanding defensive line for these guys and a killer instinct out on the field, and their signs enable them to bring down ball players in the goal. The Raiders also have one of the better defensive lines in the game. These guys are pretty quick for their size. They create mayhem for offenses, run or pass. Both of these groups have a chance to shine. The question is, which one?
All right, Peter, we'll keep our eye on them as the game progresses. But first, the quarterback. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Picks it off to begin the game. Parker keeps it all the way back at the field. At the 28.
Some progress. Maybe they've had some weak spots in the defense. Got a good run back off that kick.
The Raiders send their offense out on the field and to start this drive at their own 28-yard line. Brown goes in motion.
Second and 7. Ball for Ravens, 30 yards. Great savings. Not only threw the ball carrier sack in the backfield, but bumped and polished it too. Big hit for a loss.
Nice job eliminating any forward progress on that play. That will bring up the 3rd and long. 3rd down. 9 yards to go. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. And as soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along too. Coach Turner doesn't agree with the call, and we're going to see the red flag.
Hey, what a challenge.
Oakland is challenging over the player in their possession prior to the fumble.
This is their first challenge of the game, and even if they lose this one, they still have one challenge left.
Well, Dan, we've got to see if the receiver established possession before he lets the ball. Remember, he has to have full control of it. Well, it doesn't look like he had possession, Dan. I call it an incompletion or overtime.
Ruled an incomplete pass. The receiver did not have possession of the ball prior to the fumble. Oakland will not be charged for timeout. 4th down.
He likes the call.
Repeat 4th down.
Blackburn lines up for the gets the snap and punts it away. Allen takes it up to 33.
Flipping. Number 24. Defense.
Flipping his man on that play. You cannot hit a guy in the back like that.
The Jaguars will start this first play of the drive at their 32-yard line. Woodson tips it away on the coverage, incomplete.
Charles Woodson is a defensive player that can keep up with anybody. 7th-year man out of Michigan, no doubt one of the fastest guys in the NFL. He can get to the ball as fast as you can throw it. There are a bunch of receivers out there. Defense is expecting that. They're going to make it. Third and long, too, Dan. Big play coming up.
Walker with the tackle. 4th down coming up.
Byron Leftwich trying to make something happen back there, but nothing doing.
Hanson lines up to punt after the 3-and-out. Hanson takes the snap and follows this one deep. The 10 deals the tackle the 26.
Philip Buchanan returned for a few there, but after that gigantic punt, it was like carrying a single page on a war and peace. It doesn't make much of a dent.
The Raiders stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 26-yard line. Brought down at the 27. Rice was shaken up earlier, and I hear Susie Colbert has a report for us. Susie?
Thank you, Dan. I managed to get a word with the team doctors. They said he's suffering from tendonitis in his knee. They're icing the injury in an effort to ease the pain, but it doesn't seem to be that effective. The official word on his return, doubtful. Back to you, fellas.
Thanks, Susie. It's tipped. Incomplete.
Greg Favors swatted that one away clean. The receivers didn't have a prayer in getting it.
On second down, they tried for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time.
Third down, 1 down back. Incomplete. It'll be fourth down.
Tim Brown positioned himself on the outside back there, but the ball didn't position itself in his hands. No catch.
Third and long, they have a chance, but it's incomplete.
Those are the situations where you want someone to step up and make a play.
But no one did, and it will now be fourth down. Blackburn gets ready to pump this away. Blackburn gets the ball and fumbles this one deep. Allen catches it at the 37. The 39.
David Allen returned for a few there, but after that gigantic punt, it was like carrying a single page on a war and peace. It doesn't make much of a dent.
The Jaguars offense will start this drive at their 39-yard line. This one will fall incomplete.
Reggie Williams knocked it over a straight catch there. And as a receiver, you have to carry your weight and make the play. They don't come much more catchable in that one.
Potential for a quick first down, but no, they cannot hook up the pass.
You can take a shot in that situation, and it's also not going to hurt you. It's a good thought.
That'll bring up second down. Second down for the Lions. This on the rope, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
No chance for a reception.
A nice throw down the field, but the defense plays it perfectly.
Great coverage downfield that time.
Again, with an empty backfield from the receivers, and the defense is in that game. That's right.
Dan, it's all about focus and persistence. He was not going to let that quarterback get that pass off.
They pushed them back even farther. Peter, could this fourth down get anywhere? Theoretically, yeah, Hanson takes the long snap. This one deep.
Philip Buchanan got deep by a beauty of a kick there. By the time he looked up, there was nowhere to go.
The Raiders have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their own 32-yard line. Will get tossed at the line, and that will bring up second down.
track.
It's not reeled in. Incomplete. Two's up 4 yards. That brings up third down. Gannon rifles it out left side and it's complete at the 34. It will be first down. First down. And this is the 7th play of the drive.
Joe Porter wheels in the catch despite being covered by 2 defenders. And I guess he just can't be intimidated. Check this out. Oh yeah, it's all about being focused. He had his eye on the ball the whole time. He knew where he had to be.
He connects at the 18, hammered down at the 17. That will bring up first down.
Johnny Morris has a guy shadowing him, but still manages to make the catch. He beats his man Cole. It's all about staking your turn. Tyrone Wheatley sticks close to his blockers here, and it pays off.
Either that will put a touchdown in his back column.
That's always nice to happen. So far, he's got 24 yards and 1 touchdown.
The point after, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Janikowski buckets this one deep. Allen strikes the at the 21.
Allen took it out of the end zone, and while it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20, so it all comes down to watching.
The Jaguars get their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 21-yard line. Smith goes in motion.
bud. It's not coming up on your right.
Peter, that has to be tough to do. He used his weight to make the stop, and he did it against one of the most defensive players on the field.
In that situation, the best way is instincts.
With the incompletion. Fourth down, 21.
Charles Woodson got himself in prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
A nice defensive play will give him the second batted ball of the game.
Great read.
Gibson lines up to punt after the 3 and out. This one deep. Buchanan gets it at the 32. Tackled at the 46.
And Buchanan was in for a few there, but after that gigantic punt, it was like tearing a single page out of War and Peace. It doesn't make much of a dent.
The Raiders offense takes the field, and they are already halfway there. They'll start at their 46-yard line. Crockett goes in motion.
Greg Faber likes to plug things up down. 6'1", 242, and a strong presence on the field. This guy knows how to keep an eye on the ball and hone in on it like a heat-seeking missile. Daring the D to stop him.
Third down, 30 seconds to go.
There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
Fourth down, and the punting unit is on the field. He's going to throw it. It's intercepted. Back down at the 42.
This is a nice interception. Check his position out to make the grab.
Got it. Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you gotta love a deal like that.
The Jaguars haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track here. This drive begins at their 42-yard line. Second down, tight end to the left. Receptions made at the 40, and he's stopped right there. First down.
Jimmy Smith does a great job here battling three defenders. It's definitely worth a second look. Let's watch. And he still comes up with the ball. Wow, you can't coach that.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they remove the chains.
Great execution. Charles Wilson put the football back for a little gain after he picked it off. He was hoping for more, but he'll take it.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you gotta love to be like that.
The Raiders were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their 39-yard line. Throws a bullet to the of 45.
Rich Gannon knows how to spread the ball around, as you can see by this passing rush. He's getting the ball into his receiver's hands and has piled up 73 yards and no touchdowns.
Second down, just a single receiver on the field. Carries it past scrimmage and picks up a couple.
Tyrone Wheatley used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Not much there, but they'll get another shot on 3rd and short.
Oh, look at those tackles. That's how you play sideline to sideline.
Jolly goes in motion. Wheatley gets the call again. Heads left. It will be first down.
Wheatley played smart and used his blockers to put pressure on that last play.
A big gain on 3rd, and they will easily move the chain.
Perfect call for the situation, Dan. No trouble in getting the first.
It's intercepted. Jake Brown gets out at the 44.
Knows he doesn't have a shot at it unless he jumps for it. And man, he timed it perfectly to give his receivers a few tips about mid-air reception.
Well, that's their second interception of the game, and stingy is appearing to be the motto for their defense.
Now, either that or give me the ball.
The Jaguars' offense is on the field, and they have not released well at all. They're looking for an answer to their success tonight at the 34. Things at the right side. The reception's made at the 36. Black down at the 34.
Firing that pitch, bringing the ball back there to his man, right past all that traffic. Good job.
And Peter, that play doesn't get off the ground unless he runs a very precise route.
And he had to beat his man. Couple of the best banging heads there.
Gets well past the markers for a first.
Fred Taylor got yards by staying so close to his blockers. I think they were sharing each other's aftershave.
Nice second down call, and they will move the chains.
Offense is always a plus to avoid two ball and Washington not only cleaned the ball for his clock in the backfield, but Boston pushed a big hit for a loss.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. They would tag the defensive coordinator. Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. With the 41-yard attempt. And yes, it's solely just
Josh Scobie makes the kick here. It's not a shorty, but isn't that long either.
Oh, that has got to rattle him.
Oh, come on, guys. I think what he really needs is a big ball.
Yeah, maybe a new foot.
If he's not careful, a New Jersey.
The Raiders offense takes the field, and they have been very effective through the air. We'll see what happens as they start this drive at the 31-yard line. Gabriel goes in motion. Picks up about 2, and that brings up second down. Just handles this one and drops it incomplete. Passes this one after the action, and it's intercepted. Breaks it down. It'll be first and goal.
Taking no doubt, not only put his offense on the field, but that interception made his job a lot easier too with that big run there.
That's the third interception of the game, and Peter, the D is homing in on the passing game.
A top play, I love it.
The Jaguars are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at the 1-yard line. And Peter, he reminds me a little of a lion laying in the weeds out there waiting to pounce. That brings up third down. Let's go back and revisit that last tackle in the backfield. Great stop.
Yeah, great job by Philip Buchanan. Here's a guy out of Miami that a lot of teams want to put their hands on the draft a couple years ago. Why not? Because of his ability to make plays.
Third down. And gets the touchdown.
This time to show you're all able to get the yards you need. And as you can see, they got it.
That's the first time he's seen the end zone, and you know it was going to happen sooner or later.
Oh, he expects to have something under that TD stat at the end of every game.
Here's the extra point, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Scobie kicks this one away. Gabriel fields the kickoff at the 5.
Gabriel, a very respectable return off that nice kickoff there, Dan.
The Raiders have had real problems turning the ball over. They'll need to buck the trend on this drive, which starts at their own 25-yard line. Brown goes in motion. Left of center and takes up a couple.
Tyrone Wheatley had some blocking help on that last one, but he was still left with nowhere to go.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Gotta take what you can get, James, but they were hoping for more.
Second down and 4 wideouts in the game.
Jerry Corbin had nobody on him. Quarterback saw it and got the ball to him.
A great job to move the ball and get themselves into a third and short situation. This is a critical play for this drive.
Yeah, now Dan, they can just fall forward and make the play.
Sounds easy, Peter, but we'll see if they can pull it off. And that'll do it for quarter number 1, and we're all tied.
He's winning that battle. Look at the numbers here. So far, he's got 44 yards on 12 carries.
Second down. Second down from the shotgun. Jolly goes in motion. Wheatley carries it for a third time in a row and picks up a couple.
Tyrone Wheatley powered forward with the football thanks to some initial blocking. Problem was they couldn't keep that push going for very long.
Not a lot of room on that play. It will be third down.
Oh, look at those numbers. That's how they're done and they're going.
Jolly didn't call that one in, and it falls incomplete. That will bring up fourth down. Lightler gets ready to punt this away. Lightler gets the ball and punts it away. The Jaguars let it bounce out of bounds at the 6.
Shane Lightler handles this one nicely and puts it out of bounds and away from any potential return inside the 10. That's a nice punt.
The Jaguars bring their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 7-yard line. There's the motion. Barely past the markers for a first.
Jimmy Smith had a man playing him close back there. Barney made a great move to get the catch.
Nice second down call, and they will move the chain.
On offense, it was always a plus to avoid third down altogether, just like that.
Second Second down, 2 wideouts on the field. Closes his grip around you, you are not going to get free, regardless of how invasive you are.
With those guns, you could probably juggle bowling balls up there.
This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground, and it's incomplete. Fourth down, 3.
Ricky Williams went for the mid-range completion on that one, but didn't get it.
Those mid-range passes are not working out for them so far. Different in that range. The coverage under the option side. He's bending it quickly. Hanson finds it deep in his own territory to punt it away. Hanson gets the snap and punts it away. To 41. Well, Peterson, interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Not a lot of action in this one overall, but even though they're in good shape, a single score can turn it around. They'll have to stay focused here. Philip Buchanan got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Raiders had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their 47-yard line.
Jacobs took his man off the field with a great defensive effort back there. He got a few yards, but not the first.
He's now up to 6 tackles. And barely picks up the first down. For the first down.
Jim Brown is just crazy good on this play game. He refuses to be intimidated by triple coverage. I would have tried to throw somewhere else, I think. But it didn't matter. He made the catch. Great job.
Peter, I'm sure he's happy to bring that one in. The last 3 passes to him have all been incompletion.
He's struggling a bit there, but this may turn him around.
First down, 3 wideouts in the game. Gannon throws a bullet to the flat, and it's completed after 15.
That happened for a few extra yards after the catch. You don't like to see that play. Why? But it's only
And that's what they expect from him.
That's his job description. You won't see him running a post route, but you will see him make plays off those shorter catches.
Completely gets the handoff and
Very soon, there was some punishment with a purpose here. A great job executing that block.
nice second down call, and they will move the chain.
On offense, it is always a plus to avoid third down altogether, just like that.
It's tipped. Incomplete.
Aiken Idell couldn't have read that play any better if it was tattooed on the inside of his helmet.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up. No dice, and it falls incomplete.
Reshiram has looking past the secondary pretty easily. I think the safety's well positioned in that regard. Now, that's part of anything seems hard to cover, Jay. He knew where he wanted the ball to go, and that's where it went.
Peter Hill add a touchdown to the stats, and he has to be very happy with that.
You bet. Big play, my friend.
Now the extra point, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Yankowski brings up beauty here. Allen runs out for a touchdown. Allen found this in the end zone for a touchdown. The Jaguars stalled early last night, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at the 120-yard line. Takes it upfield. Stop at the 27. That brings up third down. Third down, 2 yards to go. And they convert on third down.
Jimmy Smith was getting double coverage there, but it wasn't enough to stop him from making the catch.
Peter, they did what they needed to do, and they squeak it past the first down line.
Yeah, he knew what he needed to do, and he's done good.
How eloquently put.
They couldn't do anything.
That'll be his first sack of the game.
Wow, look at last year's stats. Talk about a great season.
Peter, that's his third drop so far. And it's getting frustrating for him, I'm sure.
Yeah, and for the quarterback.
Third down, one man down. He just dropped it. They've been having problems connecting over the middle of the field, and there was more proof of it right
there. Yeah, a lot of bodies over the middle, and that congestion is what they're having problems with.
Hanson lines up for the punt. Hanson takes the long snap and powers this one deep. Buchanan fields the deep pass at the 17. Tackled at the 30.
Philip Buchanan returned for a few there, but after that gigantic punt, it was like tearing a single page out of War and Peace. It doesn't make much of a dent.
The Raiders offense takes the field, and they will start at their own 30-yard line. Picks up about 2, and that brings up second down.
Tyrone Wheatley got some help on that one in the form of blocking, but he still couldn't make a play out of it.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Gotta take what you can get, Dan, but they were hoping for more.
Second down and 4 wideouts. Brown goes in motion. The 34.
Tyrone Wheatley is having success on the side and up the middle here. He's making the defense pay for his flexible running style. So far, he's got 62 yards on 18 carries. It's going patiently in the pocket before unloading this one, Dan. Look, with great protection he got. Check it out. And he gets off a good pass. It must be nice to have so much time back there.
What a pass, and he is generating some great numbers.
Oh, absolutely, Dan. So far, he's got 131 yards and 1 touchdown.
No dice, and it falls incomplete. Second down, both wideouts to the right. Brown goes in motion. Cannon rifles it out the 35. That will bring up first down. Charlie didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Mike Peterson was all over the quick angle route on that one, and he had the upper hand when the pass got there. Nice job of causing that incompletion.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up. Brown goes in motion. And will end up losing a couple.
Mike Peterson not only cleaned the ball carrier's clock in the backfield, but buffed and polished it too. Big hit for a loss.
That's his second tackle so far. Third down coming up on the 10th play of the drive. It'll be fourth down.
Brandon Darius was so close to the markers, he can probably taste it, all along with the dirt and the grass he's trying to spit out.
That'll be his fourth tackle, and he's hitting hard out there in the secondary. Janikowski with the 35 yard attempt. It's up the goalpost. Good.
Western Halifax defense is whizzing between the goalposts for a field goal straight down the pipe.
The ref gets the signal, and we're Janikowski buckets this one deep. Allen downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense has taken the field, and they have been having a very tough time passing the ball. And another opportunity here as they start out at their own 20-yard line.
Rudd got himself in prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
They have really gotten after the ball as a team today. That is their fifth batted ball.
Nice aggressive deep.
Gibson lines up the punt after the 3 and out. Tackle at the 42.
Philip Buchanan racked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Raiders come out on offense and are well ahead. They have yet another shot to score and start this drive at their 42-yard line. Gannon fires this one over the middle, and it's intercepted. Stopped at the 47.
Aiken Idell knew exactly where the ball was going on that last play. Thanks to some great single zone coverage. His positioning got him the interception.
Peter, you couldn't ask for more from him today. He has done his part.
And then some. So far, he's got 2 interceptions.
The Jaguars, they climb